the dagger. Brings her accuracy and her evasion down, but it brings her attack up. And her magic oh, it doesn't change her magic interference. A large knight. I need to remember to take the javelin back from him. And get rid of him. Okay. I'm assuming next I just go to Poff because, like, there's nothing really here. Like, for us. I'm just gonna go ahead and assume that's the next step. Just go there. Okay, yeah, there's nothing else. I'm gonna GPG and I'm gonna go heat up food really quick. I'll leave you guys with the calm ambiance of the music. Hey, I was gonna heat up food. My mom made potatoes and she had extra. So I'm eating that. Very excited. I freaking love potatoes. Oh my god, thank you so much. I also grabbed a second Dr. Pepper. I've gotta chill. I was gonna say have a heart attack, but I've already had one of those, so I'm gonna have another heart attack. Or like burn my stomach. A lot of sugar, caffeine. Smell good, mate. Smell good. Oop. My cardiologist was killing me with email that I was having a coffee and a soda in a day. Sometimes 2 sodas. I do think he would murder me. How's everybody's day going? How are we all doing? Reviving and surviving? It's Friday, right? So hooray for Friday. I love the sound of the little airships flying by. It's everything to me. I like how the animation of this one is like almost exactly the same as the first one. I wonder like how, obviously I know they redid them again, so I'm sure they did that on purpose, but I wonder like how soon after the first one this one came out. Thank God for Friday. I hear you. Dude, the way I was talking about it recently. The way they have like AI set up for like job interviews now, or for like resumes and CVs. So crazy. So crazy. It's like impossible, dude. Like, and that's why I'd rather struggle for a little bit, streaming, doing something I actually enjoy. Like, I'm obviously not making like enough to live off of yet, or like I hope to. And like, I cannot even think about getting another, especially like a corporate job. I'd simply rather die. I think I've said this before, but like, it's definitely a toxic trait of mine, but like, I hate being told what to do. Especially when one, I already know either what to do or how to do it. Don't tell me what to do. Please. I'm a grown ass woman. Like, I'm not stupid. And there are people who actually need help, and that's fine. I'm not it. And I think that's my problem is that like I just like can't go back to having a job where like people like my managers and the people above me are dumb and they're the ones telling me what to do. Like I'm the one that needs help. I I literally can't. My last job especially, working for a call center for apartments, I can't. I literally can't. Like, the people that I worked under at my last company, I don't think I've ever even said, like, where I worked last. I've never name dropped them ever. But they were some of the absolute dumbest people I've ever worked for. Every single one of them had worked for the company for, like, 8 or more years. And they were all, like, shoehorned into their positions. And they were, like, the few people that didn't get, like, let go during COVID. So they all managed to, like, climb their way up, even though they did nothing. And there was literally one time I had a meeting with one of my managers. She was at a cabin with 3 of the other managers. They rented in the mountains. And this was just like a monthly check-in that they do. It's supposed to be like 15 minutes just talking about like how you're feeling about stuff. Is there anything you need help with? Anything you feel comfortable with? Anything you feel uncomfortable with? You know, the usual, just like a check-in. We never ever talked about work. Never talked about anything that actually needed. I had no idea what I was doing the whole time at that job. I was making shit up as I went. Which sucked because it had to do with people's like living conditions. But like I got no training. In the month long of training I had, got no fucking training. But yeah, I had this meeting with one of my managers. Her and 3 of the other managers were at a Airbnb cabin in the middle of the mountains. And they were like, oh, sorry, like, if I lose you, like, my reception up here is really bad. Babe, you're still working. Like, it wasn't like they, like, took time off and were, like, on vacation. They were actively all working on a little, like, mini vacation retreat that they all just decided to go on. But because they literally do nothing all day other than these little meetings that they sometimes do once a month, they all just went off and fucked around. Sometimes I'll call my manager for help. There's always like an on-call manager since we were like work from home. I would call the on-call manager. They'd be like, oh, hey, sorry, I'm at a bar. Oh, sorry, it's loud. I'm at the movies. Oh, sorry, it's loud. I'm at my kid's birthday party at the skate park. Meanwhile, I'm over here getting screamed at on the phone. It was crazy. Absolute craziness. And then like people that like would be calling us, like the residents and stuff, would like ask to speak to a manager, but because we're work from home, there's no way to like transfer them over to a manager. And I would be like, I literally can't. And they would get so mad. And instead of giving them like our manager's number for like the call center, we would give them like the district manager, like of like all of those apartments in like an area. I'm like, so what do y'all do? Because you're not managing us, and you're not managing the residents. So what is it that you're managing? I'm really confused. Yeah. Oops, booked my workcation in a location with no internet. And there was like 3 of them. Also, during my training, our like manager's manager, so like I guess technically like our boss, showed me her guns. And I don't mean like, I mean she pulled out pew-pews, IRL, on a video call. They're all from Texas, except like I think like one of them is from North Carolina. Everybody else of my managers and my upper management were all from Texas. And it was painfully obvious. They were all like hoity-toity, blonde, white women from Texas. Dude, it was the craziest experience. And then, after that, I became friends with like 3 of the people that trained around the same time as me. They're literally the only people from that company I still talk to. I even got my sister a job there. She hated it too. She also ended up quitting. But I have a group chat with all of them. It's called the Hunger Games Survivors. Because that's how we felt. Like we were in the Hunger Games working there. And, Every single one of us except one quit on the spot. Like, we all just, like, quit, like, day of. Like, we were just like, we're never coming back. And then the other one transferred to, like, on-site. But, like, the 3 of us were on that call when she showed us her little pew-pews. And we were texting each other afterwards, like, what the fuck just happened? Absolutely what just happened? Like, how is that in any way appropriate? Just because you're working from home? Like, if you were in an office, you wouldn't do that. You couldn't do that. Because if you brought a gun to work, you'd get fired and probably arrested. It was wild. Working there was a whole insane experience. Also, in case you were wondering, the laws in California for, like, squatting, insane. We literally had somebody call once. They were like, hey, so, I let my friend stay the night for 2 nights and they won't leave. And I was like, okay. And they were like, yeah, but their name isn't on the lease, and they're not paying rent. I'm like, okay, can you call the cops? And they were like, no, they said that they can't do anything because they live there now. I'm sorry, what? If you go, like, break into, like, an abandoned building and you squat there, they literally cannot remove you. We had people in California that owed, like, over $100,000 in rent. And they couldn't do anything about it. They literally can't remove you. They're just like, hey, you owe us all this money, by the way. And they can't move you. Honestly, insane. So yeah, if you ever want to not pay rent, I know California's expensive, but they don't give a fuck if you squat anywhere, apparently. Like, imagine owing, like, $80,000 in rent, and you still live there. Wild. It's really insane. I promise I'm almost done eating. Sorry, I'm yapping. But anyway, yeah, I never want to work for anyone again. I just, like, can't. And, like, I know that, like, I'm not the smartest person in the world. And I'm fully aware of that. However, I have common sense. And I feel like that's something that a lot of people don't have. And there's a lot of jobs in my field in California. They apparently can't kick you out, so. But yeah, I just feel like people don't have common sense, and that's where I just can't deal with it. And then there's also the people that, like, go on, like, power trips, and they're like, oh, I'm your manager, so, like, I have to tell you what to do. No, babe. Oh, no way, Lauren. Are you, like, renting it? And they're selling it from under you guys? It happened at our, the house my parents used to rent. They, we lived in the same house for, like, most of my childhood until I was 19. My parents had filed for bankruptcy, like, when I was younger. And we squatted in our house until they kicked us out, like, 10 years later. And we weren't paying anything on it because we filed for bankruptcy. So we were just living there until finally, it was after the recession. So finally they like caught up with everyone that was like had filed for bankruptcy, and they're like, "Oh hey, yeah, you guys have to get out. We're selling the house." So we did. We lived in a rented house for a couple years. Owner was a really nice guy. But yeah, he ended up selling the house, and then my parents bought this one that we're in now. It's like a condo, I guess. But they bought this, so it's theirs now. Now that I've been sitting here for 20 minutes. I'm on a boat, motherfucker, don't you ever forget. You know. Oh, it's so annoying. It does really suck. I'm so sorry. Moving is the worst. Like, full stop. I hate moving. This is the port of Koff. Salamand is to the north, and to our east is Baps. Okay, how are you going to come up with names like Koff, Salamand, and Baps, and then your prince's name is Scott? I just want to know the thought process there, I guess. So we can go back. Ooh, there's a bar here, too. Why does everybody look the same? Are you here to ride the airship? If you've got the cash, there's no place I can't take ya. It's Sid! I know him! He's in Kingdom Hearts! Hooray! Turn one of these off. Okay, that's a little better, actually. I know Sid. You pay the guy behind me. Okay. He doesn't know that one. Doesn't know that one. I'm assuming this guy over here is we pay. Oh, they're all in little like aviators. I get it. Sid's underling. Can I interest you folks in a ride on Sid's Pride and Joy, the airship? No matter how far, we'll take you to your destination in the blink of an eye. Not yet. Fast, the city to our east is under control of the Empire. They're building something terrible there. I've heard that. Are you all going to say the same thing to me? Yeah. Okay. Amazing. Okay. Useless. Hey, is there a hidden room over here? Me now expecting a hidden room everywhere we go.